Welcome back to Now I See with Tammy. We're unpacking her spiritual life and how Tammy has come to find Christ. Welcome back, Tammy.
Yay.
Tell me, so now since being baptized into the Coptic Orthodox faith, and how long has it been roughly since your baptism?
It's been a year.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow, beautiful. And in our previous episode, we learnt about how you had experienced feelings in the past of some emptiness and darkness, and that there was something missing in your life. Now that you have been baptized and you have found Christ, can you tell us more about what life is like now for you, even if it's good or bad?
I think most importantly is now that I have a goal in life, which is to walk like our Lord Jesus Christ. And there's always something good to look forward into. And also looking back at the past, I can still see why that happened in my life, like what God is trying to tell me through all the things that I've been through. And knowing that everything always happened for a reason, and God would never give you anything that you cannot take. And using our human judgment, there are things that we perceive, well, like I was depressed and I was suffering. Like people will think, well, that's definitely just a bad experience. Like not much good can come out of it. But understanding that God has a plan for you, and knowing that if you pray to Him, He can let you find the good in all like bad situations. I think that's really important. And also just I used to be really critical and really harsh on myself, and always feel that like I'm not enough because of my upbringing, and also just like the competitive environment I've been in. But now I know that like I don't need to prove anything to everyone because I already have God's love, and no matter how I am, He will always love me. And knowing that I don't need to prove that I'm better than anyone, and that's not why we're here in this world. We're not trying to compete. We're trying to love everyone else and celebrate in their achievements, and celebrate when people are like we're working towards getting closer to God together, in a way, rather than we're trying to beat each other, like racing to God. Like that's not what it is.
Yeah, that's a beautiful answer. And in your previous episode, you mentioned that now your mother also sometimes reads the Bible in the Chinese interpretation and asks you questions, and that you also have Chinese students from uni that attend your church service. What message would you say to other people? How can you show Christ's light to others?
I'd say that like I understand for people who are not Coptic or people from other religion, they might get a bit overwhelmed or scared coming to a Coptic Orthodox church because you're going to stand out. Like at the church that I go to, like St. George, I stand out because most of the time I'm the only Asian out of a group of people with Middle Eastern heritage. And I think that people shouldn't be scared because people are very friendly at the church. And we welcome anyone from any kinds of background to join the church, or to simply like come here and check it out, and just trying to learn a bit more about what it really is, because there are lots of people out there, well, they're trying to say that Christianity is this and Christianity is that. But I say that for people, even like Coptic Orthodox Christian, if you ask them what God means to you, they are gonna all come up with like different answers. So except that you actually go experience it or immerse it in the environment yourself, you're not gonna get a true understanding of what church means to lots of people and what Christianity means. So I really recommend everyone who are interested in it to really just go to a local church or talk to a friend who's already going to church. I'm sure they'll be really glad to introduce you, to bring you along. Like not necessarily the first time going to an actual liturgy, to just like a Bible study or like a youth meeting that we have at St. George. I for sure, I guarantee you're gonna learn so much from just hearing about what others say or what you read on the internet.
Yeah, that's excellent advice.
Mm-hmm.
And so finally, I guess my final question to you would be comparing your life before Christ, before faith even at all, just believing something existed and that there would be something after death, comparing it to now. Can you tell me, has anything happened to you, any miracles or any stories you can tell us that have touched you, comparing your life before to now?
I'd say that now I feel much stronger as a person as who I was before. Like I understand what's the most important thing and what's the ultimate goal of my life is. Or at least I have a clear direction now about where I am heading to, where I'm going to, what I'm going to strive for in this life. I just feel like whatever I ask him in prayer before sleep and when I pray to him, whatever virtues that I pray that he will grant me, or whatever difficulties I'm experiencing in my life, just like in the Bible said, like even before you pray to your Father, he already knows what your needs are. You just gotta have a personal relationship and talk to him personally and keep up the prayers, and he will answer you and he will grant you what you want, and he will like mold you into the shape or show you what his plan is for you as long as you ask and talk to him diligently. And I used to feel lots of like burden, stress on my shoulders. And sometimes it's really hard for me to shake off the past mistakes that I've made when I was just very young and very naive. Not saying that I'm not now, but he is able to leave off all those burdens off your shoulders and truly understand that when you're baptized, you're a new being, or when you know him, you're a new creation in him, and all your past mistakes and all the sins you've committed are forgiven, and that you're always new in his eyes.
That's excellent. Thank you so much for today, Tammy, and thank you for watching another episode of Now I See. Stay tuned for more episodes.